Everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're going to be starting a brand new campaign with Imrik for Total War Warhammer 2 with the High Elves. So special thanks to Alex for sponsoring this campaign. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. Right now it's just $30 for 10 episodes. So about $3 an hour. Pretty good bargain for what I hope will be some quality entertainment. And be sure to check out the rest of the campaigns on the channel as well. We have dozens and dozens of legendary campaigns, both with vanilla, which is what this is, so no mods, and then we also have numerous with the SFO mod as well. So I can either do campaigns in vanilla or SFO, or if you want to see Radius or any other mods, I'm happy to do the kind of campaign that you want to see. Just email me, strategyprofessor@gmail.com. Let me know what you have in mind. And be sure to like and subscribe as well if you do enjoy this content. I'll have a link to one of the current videos. Actually, I'll just put a link to this playlist right here at the very beginning, so if you just want to binge it, you just click on that playlist and just binge watch a bunch of them. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here. So this is a very, very challenging opening campaign because you're surrounded by Skaven. We'll talk about that when we get in there, and Skaven is the most dangerous faction, especially in the early game. On Legendary, they get a ton of buffs, and they're just really, really difficult to deal with. They just have swarms and swarms of armies. They have ambush on attack. They have the underway system. If you do take some of their property, you're going to have huge public order problems because of the corruption. You know, they can mess with you with their little undercities they can put under your settlement. So just a lot of problems. And Snitch in particular is super dangerous because those slingers do a ton of damage in the early game with the extra armor piercing. So we got our work cut out for us this campaign. Let's talk about some of the effects here. So the Lord effect, or actually start with the faction effects. So everyone gets this in Imrik's faction. You can settle in mountain climates without a penalty. You get these different quest battles that show up where you can fight dragons and their armies and get different buffs and basically special regiments of renown. Those are very difficult. We might try one early on. We'll see which dragon we get, but if you don't want to fight them early, then you can get influence, which is really good to help with confederations. Or you can get the dragon buffs for 10 turns that you pay 2,000 gold to get the buffs without actually fighting the dragon. But it's limited time, and you don't get the dragon himself. So, cool little events. Then we have the Greater Invocation of Vol, so extra bonuses for dragon units, another invocation thing, which is pretty good later on. And then -1 recruitment turn for dragon and dragon princes, so that is quite good. And then we have, just for Imrik, extra campaign movement range, immunity to attrition in mountains and deserts, and then upkeep reduction for dragons and dragon princes. Okay, so legendary, very hard. Let's go. There are a few different ways you can approach this campaign, and you can always cheese it. And I know there are some content creators that like to do that. You can basically just hole up in your town and just fight rebellions for the first 50 turns or something, and just wait until you're really high level and you have the dragon buildings, and you just get a doom stack of dragons and go kill everybody. So that's always a possibility. I prefer not to do that just because, I don't know, I just like action-filled aggressive campaigns that are a little bit more risky. I really, really hate sitting and farming rebellions, and I try to avoid that whenever possible, but that is a possibility if you're okay with that. But the more sort of the legit, not to cast aspersions or anything on any other content creators, but of the more, I guess we'll call it straightforward approaches, then you have a couple of options. Number one, you can just abandon the property and just run around and just sack 6 properties, and there will be an event that will allow you to confederate with Ulthuan, which I'll show you. That comes up on turn 2. So if you just take 6 cities, you can just confederate with Ulthuan and just give all this up, which I think might be the best strategy. One of the big problems with this campaign is that High Elves a lot of their income is heavily predicated on trade, and the way that trade works is that your capital has to be in contact with your trade partner. So that's not going to happen over here. If this is still our capital as the game progresses, everyone over here is going to hate us. We're not going to be able to get any trade agreements. So we're just not going to be able to trade until we come all the way through these mountains, all the way through the Badlands. If we can make that, and then eventually get a port here, then maybe we can start trading with people. But other than that, it's going to be very, very difficult in the early game. If we give this up, however, and then confederate over here, all of these towns fall, then this will become our capital over here, and this does allow us to trade and start getting confederation with High Elves. And that's probably the smartest thing to do in the campaign. I've tried this several times. without doing that. If it doesn't work out this time, I might just end up doing that. But your other options are, you can kind of rely a little bit on RNG. Basically, you need to take these dwarves out first that you're already at war with, and you can just kind of pray that these Skaven don't go hostile with you in the top part. There's been a couple of my trial runs where they don't. They end up fighting the greenskins instead up here. It's possible, but most of the time they go hostile with you, and Snitch is definitely going to go hostile with you. So when you get sandwiched by 2 different Skaven coming at you from different angles, jumping over mountains, jumping over these little rivers here, it's just, you're going to get backdoored, and they're going to keep sacking all your towns, and you're going to get pinned in and have to do the rebellion farming for 50 turns, which in my opinion sucks. So I don't want that to happen. So one strategy I'm going to try this time is just rush this Skaven as fast as I possibly can early on, try to take them out, and then run back south. And even if they take this town, just try to retake it from the Skaven and then clean these people out. So that I can at least, maybe Snitch doesn't go to war with me for like a few turns and gives me enough time to kill these Skaven up top. We'll see. I don't know if that's going to work, but that's kind of what we're going for. So that means we're not going to tech these up that much in the early game, just because there's a high probability that they're going to sack it, or it might even fall to a rebellion. Which would kind of suck. I mean, this thing does give you construction cost minus 15%, and it does give you income 300, so it is pretty solid, and it's a tier 3. We only have a tier 2 town right now, but they give us this tier 3 building to start. And there's a really good building right here as well. But we're going to be pretty strapped for cash, trying to get the biggest army that we possibly can in the early game. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just siege this. So we're just going to spend all of our money on our army, and we're just not even going to spend it on the buildings. That way if they sack it, it's not that big of a deal. It'll still suck, but I don't want to spend, you know, like 4,000 gold building up these towns, 5,000, 6,000 gold building up the towns, and just to have them sacked. So we'll try it out. If you're not playing on Legendary, you'll have a much easier time fighting the Skaven. They get a lot of bonuses in combat, and you have really bad public order to start with, so it's a lot easier if you're not doing Legendary. This is particularly challenging on Legendary, but anyways, let's go ahead and do this fight, and then we'll explain some more about our strategy. I mean, we're pretty much just going to get a bunch of spears and archers to start with, because that's all we can get at tier 1 without leveling up the towns more. So the campaigns that I saw, either they cheese it and power farm it, like I mentioned before, power farm rebellions, or they just got really pretty lucky, frankly, with RNG, where the Northern Skaven did not go hostile with them, and they had a super good trade on this early wizard that gave them, like, the one person I was seeing, they got 2 free chain lightning casts, which is, like, just insane. An insane extra buff. So, I mean, you can kind of save scum and just keep restarting until you get a crazy wizard that has something like that on it. But I'm just kind of starting with what we have and just trying to go for it. You want mostly archers, because they are, they're just pound for pound some of the most powerful units in the game are archers, if you micro them correctly. Extremely good against dwarves, too, because you can spread out pretty far, and they're going to have a hard time running after you. So you just kind of flank around with your dragon princes and your dragons, and you just wear them down. Now, the dragon princes are not nearly as good as you would think. Like, they have really good looking stats, but the problem is they don't weigh very much, so they can very easily get bogged down in combat. So you really just want to kind of use them to clean up whenever you can, and the dwarves are very thick, so you can easily get caught up, and they'll just surround you and kill you a lot of times. So we're just going to chuck fireballs at them, use our breath. If you can just neutralize the quarrelers, and also don't use cheese combat tactics whenever I can. Like, I really don't like corner camping. I don't like nice. So I don't like corner camping, and I don't like just like running Imrik out here just to soak all of their shots, just to let the quarrelers just empty their clips on me. Once again, you can do that, no hate. for people that do that, but I'm trying to do what I consider to be more authentic type of campaigns. It's a difference between like a let's play and like a speed run type of thing. Like, you know, much respect to people that do the speed runs and, you know, try to maximize and find as many exploits as possible and, you know, all that good stuff, but that's just not the kind of run we're going to be doing. So I am aware of those tactics. I do know that you can do those. I am choosing not to do them. And I think that's part of why people, you know, the small but dedicated community that I have here, I think that's one thing that people do enjoy about my campaigns is sort of my dedication to that style of play. So, and I just like playing it too. You know, I don't want to exploit my way into a victory. I want some good hard-fought battles and all that jazz. So, if they come too much more forward, we might be able to. Oh, she doesn't have vision. Okay.
Going. Prince Imrik, I seek glory. Assyrian willing. Typhon, hear me. For our ancestors. By your command. Dragon princes. For duty. Battle calls. I will claim it.
Jeez, I didn't know she got caught here.
Without fail. Moving out. For the king. Dragon princes. Glory is mine. Prince Imrik. Making my way. Acknowledged. Apace. Onward. Effua. Bend to my will. Moving out. Setting forth. Setting forth. Make of one proud. Asser, advance. Onward. Going. We will obey. Loyal. Acknowledged. Understood. As you say. Going abroad. Men Louis! Araya, Men Louis! To the fray!
Hit some of my own swords there, which is a little unfortunate, but.
Without question.
Yeah, see, they're pretty decent when you get them, like, stacked in here, but they're still taking some damage.
Ulfwan Mage, onward. Orders received. Acknowledged, without fail. As you say, orders received. Swiftly. Loyal.
Okay, so we're just trying to just wear them down here
Forward.
a little bit.
Following Effua. Defend order.
Make sure I don't shoot any of my own horses here, ideally. Yeah, the dwarves just really, I mean, unless you just sit there and just slug it out with them, they really don't have a lot of answers
Imrik. Dragon princes.
to what we're trying to do here. These guys are about to rally. We gotta
It will be done. Kill them.
hit them one time here and just make sure that doesn't happen.
Dragon princes. It shall be done. Attack.
Let's go, boys. What are we doing? Charge. Why are we... I don't know why we're moving so slowly there, but okay.
We away.
These guys are just kind of chasing us to the end of the earth here, but... Okay, we'll probably be able to keep running.
It will be done. Behold the majestic dragon princes. Forward! We go! White lions. Loyal. Archers.
Bros, why are we fighting? Run.
Asa, advance.
That's
Assyrian
like one of...
guides us.
They're gonna kill a bunch of them.
We away. We go.
One of the skirmishing fails here.
Loyal.
They did rally
Death
back.
to all.
Winds of magic rise!
As you say.
Those archers are taking a bit of a beating. We should be able to heal some more. Or what we're gonna do is we're gonna flank around here with these guys.
Dragon prince. Archers. For Assyrian.
And then we're going to get them with the dragon from the back. They will turn around for that, and then once they turn, then we can just go ahead and charge and hit them in the back.
Imrik.
And hopefully this should be enough to take them down.
The glory of Imrik. It will be done.
Spellcaster.
It's really sad that these miners are able to run them down, but
Kadai be praised.
it's not a huge deal. We should have enough juice in the tank to kill them still.
Acknowledge.
This fight, obviously, we're gonna kill them,
As
but
you say.
see, even these little dwarf warriors on legendary, I mean, they're getting charged by like tier 5 knights, a tier 4 dragon, and a legendary lord. They're still not breaking, and it's still taking quite a while to get through them. So it's like dwarves. It's just the dragon princes are just really weak for.
We away.
This is in general why I don't like most normal cavalry. It's like they do have.
Sinner. They die.
See, they just don't have any like momentum. They just walk up.
Prince Imrik.
I mean, I guess if you get like a good lineup and stuff like that, maybe.
It will be done.
Okay, they're all running here. They've taken too many casualties.
Lakoy.
That's fine. But this is why I much prefer monstrous cav whenever possible. Or just monstrous units in general. Like, I'd just rather have trolls or crypt ghouls or definitely demigriffs and things like that because they're just a lot bigger. They have that huge weight on impact. It's easier for them to push out so they don't get caught. Because the thing is, like, a real danger with the dragon princes is they can get caught in combat and killed. So it's difficult for them to run out, and because there's 60 of them, they really don't have that much health, right? They have like a little bit more than 100 health apiece, so it's easy to whittle them down and like get them to lose combat effectiveness. They have great stats, you know, they're like almost 50-50 on melee attack and defense as long as their leadership's high. You know, they have 110 armor, 20% physical resist. Like, just you look at them on paper, you're like, dang, those are really strong. But then in actual practice, they are still good. They did get a lot of kills, but they're a lot more fragile than they appear. So you got to be careful with them. You can't just leave them in combat for too long against a lot of enemies. Wow. I've never seen that before. Huh. That's going to allow him to face tank a lot. Now, he's not going to do that much damage, but just, no one's ever going to hurt him. That's very interesting. Do I want that? I mean, if we want to use him, like, just have a bunch of archers and just have him go out and face tank, that could actually be pretty good. Okay, so we're just going to occupy this. I know I said I was just going to run for it, but I don't want to cause extra public order problems here. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and grab 3 armored light armor guys, and then we're just gonna run up here, and I guess we can get maybe even more light armor. Okay, so we want probably Root Marcher first, and then Dragonhorn, and then Bowmaster. Yeah, we're kind of running against time here, so go ahead and get that, and then we just want to get to Burning Head. This is extremely good against Skaven. It's great for the lines. Now, this is pretty high quality too, though, honestly. If you can get this down to 10 magic, 44 seconds, increases missile damage by 25%, and it gives magical and fire damage. So this gives everyone 22% weakness to fire. So that basically means that you're doing somewhere around 25% extra damage base and then multiplicatively 22 on top of that. So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is even better if we can just like stack all of our archers. It's got a 40-meter effect range too. So if we can stack all of our archers in like a ball and then do the Flaming Sword of Ruin on them, maybe that actually would put out more damage than Burning Head. Because this can miss, and if they're not like super clumped up, sometimes it's not as good. It's only 10 base though, and you can lower it to get it down to 8, and that does affect their leadership too, which is very good against Skaven. It is weak against armor. I don't know. It's kind of an embarrassment of riches with fire magic. It's all very, very good. Cascading Fire Cloak is also quite good if you're looking to just face tank a million units, which is kind of what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so I do want to put the public order building in here. Another public order building very soon. So the question is, how much do I really need this armor? I guess next turn we can maybe delete that building and just get normal guys. I mean, the armor is quite nice, but okay. So we can't do any sort of diplomacy with anyone yet. Got our techs going. We can't do any rights yet. So we're building stuff.
You may look upon me.
Is 2 more public order gonna matter? It might. But we'll keep this for one more turn. So once again, we're just running north, and we're just basically racing. We're trying to take over these 2 provinces before Snitch gets this province and comes at us. And then we're just going to try to deal with him there. We're just trying to limit the front, right? So we just don't have as many units coming at us. And then we just want archery prowess. Now the cartridge ammunition is extremely good. I think the ballistas are very good against Skaven, especially Snitch. Let me see. Sometimes these dwarves have a lot more units than it would appear.
Crown Prince.
We get there in 2 turns. Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna run up here.
Absolutely not. Warrior supreme.
Oh, can we get there in 1 turn?
Glory.
Can we get there in 1 turn? Next turn? I think maybe we can get there in 1 turn. And if that's the case, we can hire
Dragon Rider.
more archers. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna get rid of this so we can put the public order building there.
The dragon
And
shall wake.
it's gonna get even more archers. We will get some spears in a little bit, but it's really just all about the archers, and then just trying to using him to face tank if we can. And then once stuff breaks, we just chase it down with dragon princes, and we can use the dragon and just kind of fly around and distract too. I wonder if we should even upgrade that main building. It's like 1,000 gold. We'll at least get the discount on it before we upgrade it. For the public order. Hopefully I can get this next turn. It's going to be a pretty big error if I can't. Okay.
Order must be maintained.
I'm not going to put walls on it because it has to be tier 3 for the walls to matter, and it's just too expensive.
Beyond compare.
Oh my god, are you serious? Can I get it in 1 turn?
Easy, friend.
Please. Oh my god, seriously.
Summary execution.
Literally
Bring
1
them down.
freaking pixel. Okay, well that was probably not worth then to hire this stuff.
We are
but-
bound for glory.
Okay, I thought we'd be able to get it in one go, but
So.
so I don't know. That might come back to bite us. We did get 1 more round of archery hiring, but now we're 1 turn behind.
Rouse Canador's dragons.
It wasn't clear whether or not it was going to do it or not.
We have nothing to
Okay,
fear.
so that guy's gonna run away.
The last peaks. The
I
dragon
should have.
strikes.
We're gonna have to
These
manually
fools
fight
have
this
no
because I
chance.
don't want to take any injuries if I can help it. We could have gone in the Lilith stance since we're gonna be occupying this turn anyway, so we're gonna lose a little bit of experience on the sorceress because you do get 25% extra experience and some extra wins of magic when you're in that special stance. So that is kind of a waste, but
Archers. As you say. Archers. Without fail.
little checkerboard pattern.
Archers.
This is nice because then they don't get in each other's way when they're firing, and you can just kind of hold pattern on that. And then these guys will kind of only use if we really need to. And then of course you got
Dragon
him.
princess.
Alright, let's do 4,
Dragon
3.
princess.
Mage!
Oops.
High mage!
Prince Imrik. Dragon princess. Calidor's chosen.
Ben Louis! Orior Ben Louis!
Taking position. Orders received. Asher advance.
Outward mage!
Dragon princess. Sail. Prince Imrik.
Asa mage! Winds of magic rise!
March. Thor sends me. Glory is mine. White lions. Asurian guides us. Yes. Master of battle. Done. Sent by the forge. Asher, move. White lions. I will claim it. Dragon princess.
Moving out!
Behold the majestic. I seek glory. Crown prince moving.
Yeah, you start running around like that.
Phoenix
They will try to
fly.
stop because if they're not moving, they do have charge defense. But if they are moving, then they don't have charge defense. So okay, now they got a nice clean little charge in there, which is good. But
Prince Imrik. A superior valor. Locating. To battle.
Outward mage!
Dragon princess. For Asurian. Moving out. For all Calidor.
all right. So we did lose one turn, but we also got to hire one more stack of archers when we did that. So, I mean, we didn't need it for that fight, but if they had a tougher army, maybe we needed it. I don't know. I think it was probably a mistake. So we'll see if that one turn costs us. I mean, that might be the difference between we get to take all this stuff and get down there before Snitch takes our capital, or not. Like, every turn obviously matters on Legendary, especially in this campaign.
Glory wherever I fight.
Okay, so we can sack this and then occupy it. I think that's worth, especially because we get 14% replenishment on top of it.
Belongs to Calidor. The dragon strikes.
And we get a little more money, so kind of everybody got healed up there, which is good.
Imrik.
Now we can go into that stance. We'll lower
All Calidor rejoices.
our movement a little bit, but whatever. We'll just take it.
Crown Prince.
Come on. Hello?
They are nothing.
Okay.
The dragon shall wake.
How much did I get for it? 1,500. So to repair this is 435. So that's worth. And we do want to repair because it's going to hurt our public order if we don't. And then we probably just want construction cost here. And then once we get that construction cost reduction, we might be able to grab this for 1 extra public order. And there are one of these. Once we get to rank 5, we can do this for 4 public order if we need to.
You may look upon me.
Okay, so that was worth. And then yeah, just Dragonhorn, Bowmaster, and we kind of got to decide: are we going Flaming Sword or do we want to go Burning Head? So this is 10 magic. It's 44 seconds. I think if we're not going to stand in melee... This also does bypass physical resist, so like the Eshin Assassin Slinger units do have 20% physical resist, or 30 maybe. So that means you're doing an extra 20%. So you're doing 25% from missile damage, and you're doing 22% from Kindle Gem, and you're doing an extra 20% that's not going to be resisted from physical resist. So maybe just Flaming Sword of Ruin's better. With our particular style that we're doing here. Right, let's go with that.
The people are resting.
The thing is too, like all archers can continually fire too, whereas melee they get clumped up and they just can't do a lot of their effective damage. So we'll go with that. We're just waiting on the rest of it. Okay. We'll grab some public order next turn. Let me close my door here. I don't know if y'all can hear the other stuff going on. Oh, what's up, Sadie? I can see there's a cat right there.
This.
Right, Sadie?
I will not remember you once I have slain you.
He wants peace or something? I don't think so. I've never been offered peace from them before. They do still have their whole army over there. Okay. I think we can get there in 2 turns. It's another one of these, like, really difficult calls.
Dragon Rider.
Can't see. Surely we can get there, and I mean it should be blue. Yeah, like there's blue. I think we should be able to get it. Blue means it would take an additional turn. Okay, so I think we should be able to do that. All right.
You must restore order.
So we can get this down to 2. Maybe we go ahead and upgrade this. It's only 1 extra public order, though. It's going to take it down to 7. We'll just wait and go next. Try to go for Mount Greyhag next. Oh, we're going to see if that 1 turn comes to bite me or not. I mean, if we lose the town down south and then we retake it, it's probably okay. Obviously, it's not great, but if we can eliminate one of the Skaven foes, that's probably what we want to do. Okay, so this one, I don't have enough to go into Lilith stance, so we're just going to do it. Hello?
Absolutely not.
I don't know if you guys probably didn't see that, but it just exited me out of the game.
Think so. I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Okay, so they don't have that much. I think we can beat them. I mean,
Time for this.
we could attack Gilbert Helheim on the outside.
Oath keeper.
Yeah, if we do that, that'll force them to reinforce. Yeah, we should have enough movement. Alright, let's do that.
decree death.
Oh, never mind. Or he can just run away.
Inconceivable. Imrik.
Okay. Yeah, we should be able to beat this. Let's do it.
I'll win. I always do.
We get to try out Burning Head here. Actually, that might actually be bad. I'm not sure if we want to do that spell because they are magic resistant. So against dwarfs, that's not good because it makes your arrows magical, so they get an extra like 30% damage resistance. So dwarves are like one of the only factions in the game where that's bad to do that strategy. But against Skaven, I think it's gonna be really good. And Skaven are the serious foes here, so. Okay, so we're just gonna. Once again, this checkerboard is nice because then they just don't step on each other as much.
Without fail.
Without fail.
Oh, hi, Rory. What are you doing? You hanging out?
Acknowledged.
Good job.
Spearman. Yes.
You're being good, aren't you? Aren't you, Rory? She says, I guess, dude. Whatever. I guess, Dad. Are you squeaking? What are you doing? You just looking around? With your old ponytail? You got a cute little ponytail today. Hard to tell with that, but... Can you say hi, people?
Hi, people.
You coloring a little bit?
March. Glory be. Yes.
Orders received.
Onward. Effua, bend to my will.
Prince Imrik. Taking position. We advance. Glory is mine. Sent by the fall.
Jeez. Okay, be careful, Ray. Hang on. Oh my god, dude, they are melting my dragon. Fire, fire, fire! What are y'all doing?
For all Caledon.
Assyrian guides us.
Eh,
A superior
I
bar.
don't know why they weren't firing. That was bad. We lost like 1 or 2 volleys there.
Crown Prince moving. The Dragon Tamer. Never fail.
Ready.
Loyal. Swiftly.
Scython, hear me.
Understood. Master of battle. The Phoenix rises. I seek glory. Locating. We advance. Without fail.
Seeking the foe.
I will claim it. I will go. Eradicate them. Forward. Advance. Sail.
Archers! It shall be done.
The light of Caledon.
Attack!
At once.
For the king! For order!
Ulfwan Mage.
Archers.
It's like, oh, did you mean to run into melee combat? No, that's actually not what I meant. Believe it or not. It's not what I actually wanted y'all to do.
White lions.
Warrior!
Archers, we away!
Making my way.
Moving out. Dragon princes.
Ulfwan mage.
Behold the majestic. To battle. I am magnificent.
Loyal! Apace! Archers! You're there!
Shelter for Asurion.
Ancestors, onward!
Understood. Sinner, behold as I march. Orion! Asurion guides us.
Can I be praised for Asurion?
Had I be praised. Apace, swiftly. Thor sends me.
For duty!
Attack!
Okay, hang on, Ray.
Asa, advance!
I will claim it.
Archers! Moving out!
For Ulfwan!
We advance!
Okay, hang on, Ray. Okay, Daddy's working. Can you hang on a
As you
second?
say! For Assyrian!
Dragon Prince.
Freaking,
Asa,
these cavalry are just so sad, man, honestly. Half the time, it's like they're getting beaten up by a bunch of archers.
setting forth. We away. Quickly now.
Rory! What?
Archers. Asa.
What do you want? You want the Poe? Okay, hold on. I'll give you something in just a second, okay? Okay. So we did pretty well. I mean, they did kind of get in there. We did take a little bit of a beating on our dragons early. And yeah, this guy was just kind of having a rampage there. I maybe should have matched him with Imrik, because Imrik has that 50% damage resist, so he's just not going to take any damage from that guy. Never seen that item before. It's pretty interesting. It's good to put on like a noble or an Imrik or something like that just wants to face tank hordes of units. Okay. I don't think that we have enough to
Calador's need is
kill a rebellion here. But I do want a little bit more money, and I do want the replenishment. So
Tribute.
I might just do loot and occupy, because I'm going to go up and try to take out the main Skaven town also
A donation to the dragons.
pretty quickly.
Calador's need is greater.
So we're just going to loot and
I
occupy.
am their
think.
doom. Imrik.
Our buildings
The
lie
oath.
in ruins.
Okay, so I think we just go ahead and maybe get... I could get some more with light armor. I'm just trying to think. If we're sieging Skaven, we do need something to actually, like, go kill them, you know, to climb up the walls and go kill them. Like, we do have the White Lions. Maybe just a couple more spears. I don't know, the archers are obviously the huge damage dealers. I mean, yeah, these are pretty weak in combat. I think we're gonna need some more stuff to scale the walls, or just to kind of face tank some stuff. So we'll get a few more archers here. or a few more spears. So it is going to put us in the red, but
The last phoenix.
okay, Kindle Flame. And then yeah, we can just go ahead and get rid of this. Tech-wise, probably just cartridge. I mean, this stuff is pretty good, but like the spears just aren't going to do any damage. We'll just go ahead and get that just so we're ready to go when we get some ballistas, hopefully, at some point.
We are ill at ease.
Okay. Which one do we have? Okay, so this one's pretty bad. You do get extra melee attack, experience on stuff, but it's minus 15 relationship with high elves, which is not fantastic. This one can be good, the public order one. This is the big one that we want. Because that's going to allow us to get a special magical item, flaming attacks for everybody, which is going to be huge. I don't know if that includes arrows or not. And then this Vol's hammer for sieges. So, actually, you know what? I may just go for Spear Wall just so that we can get that for the dragon fight if we want to try to fight the dragon. So I think we may just go ahead and go for Spear Wall.
Greatest of the dragon.
Okay, just so that it's ready to go. We're almost at time. I need to make these 45 minutes to an hour. You know, in the past I've gone over an hour, and I know a lot of people don't mind that, but I do need to try to do kind of more concise episodes so I can do more content. Okay, so he's gonna suicide in here. If you ever wonder why he does this, it's so that he has a chance of respawning as a rebellion at some point, because there's no way he's gonna win otherwise. So well, that helped us level up a little bit, I guess. Okay. Beard Weaver, Shrine of Ashurian. Oh, nice. Dark Hold. Where? Plane of Bones.
Restore order.
Where's Dark Hold? Oh, here. Okay, nice. Wow, that's actually a pretty good random event. That public order is going to buy us a lot of time. Okay, so Bowmaster. With her, I think the upgraded version is only 2 more and it lasts twice as long. So I think if we're going with that strat, that's what we'll go with. And then
I am a rune lord.
we get a free kill on him, which would give us another level, probably. And then we have to dash up and go for the Skaven. I think we got to do that. Just
Too foolhardy.
it's hard to turn down a free level here at this point. I mean, the other option would be we just drop this rebellion and just run straight for him right now. Just let these Skaven just knock this stuff out if they want to, and then we just come down if they want to go at us. And then we just circle around, forget the rebellion, and just come down here and kill Snitch right now.
Another triumph for the dragon. As it was meant to be.
I'm trying to, like, because this is about as far away as this is, and Snitch hasn't taken this out, and I might have a chance to cut him off in transit.
Never in doubt. Make
I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna call an audible here and just go for Snitch right now, and then we'll just let that go. I mean, there's a chance those Skaven don't go to war with us right now.
Dragon Rider.
Yeah, I think since Snitch is moving a bit slower than usual, I believe. Like, he usually already has Pig Barter done. He might get it next turn, but I think we can go for him and see what happens. There's some kind of dwarf coming over our property, it looks like. Not really sure why he's... I mean, maybe he's going hostile with me here in a second too, who knows. But we're just gonna chug along here.
A simple crusade.
Is the Skaven here yet? Characters 2. Okay, so I think that means the Skaven are here.
Onward for Canada. Witness my stride.
I'll crush them all.
Okay, maybe they're not here yet. I mean, I could just go ahead and kill these guys too. I'd rather get the Skaven, but I mean, there's a chance they go hostile with me right here. Yeah, they're definitely fighting Snitch. Nah, I want Snitch dead. I'd much rather deal with Greenskins than Snitch at this point in the campaign.
Greatest of the dragon princes.
Okay, nice. So the Northern Skaven decided to fight the Dwarfs instead of us. That's good. However, these Dwarves might go to war with us, but... Okay, Skaven are not here yet.
Master of drakes. Nothing stands in my way.
Yeah, I'm going for the Skaven. We gotta get him out of here.
Sent forth by Vor.
I mean, they might be down here going for Shattered Cove. I can't remember exactly where. And they could attack us and we could just straight get ambushed. But there's a road here. Okay, there it is. Oh.
This is my destiny.
Okay, that's their capital. And this is their other town. Okay. Okay, this is probably fine. And then, so they're somewhere right now. Oh, that's Snickage. Okay, so they're probably over here or something. I don't know for sure what's going on here, but we'll hit them up next turn. Because that, oh, that is a walled town. We can maybe attack them and like pull the stuff out of the town. I don't know if they're gonna go for that, but we can try, and then we can also. We don't have the tech yet for that. We get that next. We will get it next turn, so we can do the invocation and then just go for them. Next turn. Okay.
The people are resting.
Local untainted. Campaign movement range. I guess maybe we just go with that. See what happens here. Now they could go hostile and just like ambush us and kill us right now, potentially. Once again, it's kind of risky. Okay, yeah, they were down here. So the main army's down here at Shattered Cove. So hopefully we can knock this out and run our way back. I don't know. Okay, that's obviously gone. That's fine.
The Asher.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this, perform this rite. Invocation of all. Okay, sacking and loot income bonus, parrying blade, defense, emerald collar, poison and regeneration. I like that a lot. I like the Emerald Collar. With our poison's going to lower their offense by 20%, and 4 per second healed is pretty big. And you get an extra 5% ward saves. This is great just to go up and just have him just face tank. That's really good for money later on, but I think this Emerald Collar is what we want right now.
You may look upon them.
It's going to take him 1 turn to put that on, but we just got to go ahead and go. Okay, they do have flaming ammo too. That's actually very good for us.
As you were.
Okay, well maybe if you're gonna do that, maybe you don't need the extra ammo. It still does give 25% extra damage and magical damage, which ignores once again a lot of the physical resist they're gonna have on their little dudes. But who are they at war with? They're at war with the greenskins, so we can try to get a we're almost at time. Join war against Clan Eshin. See if they'll pay us for it. Alright, let's see if we can pull them outside of this town. See if the
They are nothing.
he's gonna run.
A waste of talents. Pride of Ulswine.
The council is disappointed.
Bring them
He's
down.
gonna run too. Actually, he's not. Okay. Nice. So why did the other one run, but this guy's willing to hold his ground? Okay, so if we can kill all of this, we might be able to just auto-resolve and not have to do a siege, because we really don't want to do it. Like, this army's not amazing against sieges because we don't have any artillery. Okay, we'll do this next episode. I think we should be able to beat this. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, if we can just take it to their heartland. I mean, they might backdoor and go for our heartland too, but we'll just see how it goes. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. If you enjoy this content, please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Right now, it's just $30 for 10 episodes. If you want to see more episodes than that, or if you have something special in mind, just let me know. We can work that out. But special thanks again to Alex for sponsoring this, and we'll see everybody next time. Have a good day.